All right, so in this video, we are focusing on how you are really not changing your specific person, but what you're doing instead is removing the blocks that are not allowing you to receive your birthright of being loved. So stay tuned because you don't want to miss this. I'm going to dive in deep in some of these concepts and explain it in hopefully a simplistic, easy way for it to click off in some people's minds. Hey everyone, it's Kim Velez, Conscious Life and Success Coach, and I am really excited to be here with you today. So I love that you guys loved my last video. It was so fun. I love when these little moments happen and I'm like, oh my gosh, this would be such a perfect analogy. So obviously the goal of the video was not to decide if people's opinions, if my office felt cold or not. It was more about how the assumption that I didn't have the rug was incorrect, considering I have two, and how we do this in our lives, especially when we're manifesting an SP or money, anything, right? That we just see this little snapshot and it keeps us from the truth, okay? Because the reality of the situation was, it was complete opposite. Okay, enough about that. So before I dive into this, I wanna remind you, literally is a little bit, only a week left to join my Master Your Mind 4-week bootcamp where you show up live with me every week, every Tuesday, starting July 6th, where it's gonna be a handful of us that we're going to dive in deep into everyone as you pushed out, you know, the power of your mind, your thoughts create, building your self-concept around your God self, the fact that you are the creator of your reality, and just really going in deep that you don't need binaural beats or whatever the fuck they're called, and guided meditations and crystals and anything outside of you to manifest, and how to really get support in mastering your mind so that you can drop techniques altogether if you want, and you learn how to reprogram your mind to create natural assumptions that are favorable. So if you want to work with me live and you want to get all up in my energy and me up in your energy, because it's going to be fucking fun, I love working live with people, especially groups. It is my passion. I've been doing it for, I don't even know, 13, 14 years now. So the link is below for more information. And of course, if you have any questions about it, definitely email me or Hannah in my email, but check out the link below to learn more, because this is a once in a lifetime fucking offer. Okay, so enough about all of this. So I wanted to kind of hit manifesting an SP on a different angle, because as I go through this journey with you all and reprogramming my natural assumption of my self-concept when it comes to love and relationships, and also recreating an SP, because that's a whole nother fucking ball game, in my opinion, than just, manifesting them back or starting brand new. It's a double layer. Having said that, one of the things that I think will help people is, because I went through this too, especially in the beginning, a lot of us think we're affirming to change the person. And in a way you are, but you're not. What you're doing is, there are people say like abundance and love is your birthright. Well, what does that mean? It means this, that you inherently are love and abundant. That is what the universe is. That is what the Almighty Creator is, which is what we have flowing through us. We are connected to, right? So there's always abundance out there. It's just your perspective and your beliefs, your natural assumptions, and your thoughts, your affirmations, because affirmations are your thoughts, your inner story, your inner programming that's dominant is saying, I am not love. I am not being loved. And that is what you're changing in order to receive what it is that you desire, and receiving it specifically as well as generally, because it never just comes one way ever. Even if you just specify for a specific person, it'll come in multiple avenues, and then you decide what you want. If you go general, you'll get it from the specific person. This is why neither matters. It really doesn't. You just got to change your fucking story of how you see yourself in love. Are you receiving love? Are you chosen? Are you wanted? Are you first best? Are you, the woman or man that any romantic interest they have moves heaven and earth for them? Are you the woman or man that whoever you desire, will step up to the plate and rise to the occasion for. Because most of us aren't. Most of us are needing this person or any person to come in and make us feel those things because we don't believe it about ourselves. So we constantly need something from the outside to make us feel that way, to make us believe it about ourselves. And that's why it doesn't work. That's why you don't manifest the sustainability of it. That's why it's always fleeting your life, because your story is always removing it from your reality. You don't know how to receive and accept it. You're used to being in the self-concept that doesn't get the outcome they desire. That's what the whole reprogramming is. That's why when you're people who have fucking patterns in this patterns of these kinds of relationships in your life, there's a reason for it. And thank God this is how powerful that we are. It's because of our story that is blocking us from that birthright of experiencing love. Because when you're focused on a story that says, I'm not chosen, I'm not wanted, I'm rejected, I'm not good enough, that fucking hurts. That's a story that's not rooted in love. That's a story that's rooted in disappointment and fear. So this is why Neville talks so much about no one to change but self. You have to start changing your story of you. You have to start allowing your fucking birthright, because the story you have of how people think about you is rooted in a self-concept that is not favorable. I just got interrupted by UPS, so I don't know where I left off. But if you do not see yourself as the person who deserves to be loved, that is chosen, is wanted, is special enough to be chosen and wanted by the person they desire, you will not be able to hold the story of your SP. And if you don't trust me, keep testing it and see what happens. So your dominant story needs to change about you. You've already affirmed so much for the SP that if you literally never had a thought about them again, they still would manifest in. I know this off tons of experience of doing that. But even if you still want to affirm for them, that is okay too. But you need to be affirming for you. Who the fuck are you in your reality? You know, and if you're still dominantly focusing on trying to change them, then you're missing the point of this, loves. You're missing the point that the game changer is creating an internal story that I'm reprogramming so it gets implanted in my subconscious and it sticks in there. And then that's on autopilot. And then I will keep manifesting more favorable experiences in my reality. I will have no choice but to manifest more dominant experiences where I am receiving the love that I desire. And it fucking happens, and it will start happening quick. And even if it's not from that one specific SP right away, you have to persist and trust in who you are, the self-concept being the God of your reality, right? But also trust in that this is the reality I'm choosing for myself, where I am allowing myself my birthright, because I am no longer going to entertain this story in my mind that is in the way of me getting what I want out here. Because if I don't connect to the version of me that knows she's magnificent, loved, wanted, and chosen, and good enough, how the fuck am I ever going to fully believe that someone can see me that way too? You can't. That's what insecurity is. That's what the whole game of insecurity is about. It's fear that I'm going to lose someone, fear that I'm not good enough and worthy enough, that they won't commit to me. I'm going to lose this feeling. So, you know, this is just a different way to kind of look at it and understand deeper, is that you're not changing them. You're changing your story. You're changing your thought pattern that says, I don't get what I want, because that's what is stopping you from receiving the love that you want. Listen, this girl on TikTok, which I'm going to do a video for her on TikTok, she says she manifested her SP in, but she's having a hard time because he's coming in on point, giving her everything she wanted, and she's not used to it. And she's like, I am freaking the fuck out. And I've been there. I have manifested SPs and giving me everything. And I was not used to that. In fact, I felt so overwhelmed by them actually giving me everything that I wanted that I would freak the fuck out, because I had not changed the story of who I was. I had not connected enough internally with the woman, the version of me, that this is her natural way. This is what always happens to her, because this is who the fuck she is. So my self-concept was still deeply rooted in, this doesn't happen to me. I don't know what the fuck to do with this. And this shit happens all the time. It isn't just once in a while, because you don't trust what you are not. You don't trust what has not been. So this is really important to understand, and how you start really moving into that version that is receiving their natural birthright, all right? So I hope you found this video helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe if you did. I am moving this week, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do another video on Wednesday or Friday. I'm moving Friday, but I still have a lot of packing to do and loose ends to get to. But if I don't, I will be back next week, and you can definitely see me. I'll probably do a couple TikToks because they're a minute, 15 seconds. They're super quick. And maybe some IG posts too. But if not, that's what I'm up to this week. But I definitely will be back on point next week. All right. Love you all. Bye.